my gentlemen, there are psychological facts about the human body and behavior that will shock you. I know a lot of gentlemen out there always wonder what are the facts about a woman's body. But let me tell you, let me be honest today. I'm here just to give you the facts about a woman. Other gentlemen, they always mix it up. They confuse myths with science, assumptions with truth, and that confusion leads to misunderstanding, frustration, and missed opportunities for genuine connection. Before we start, welcome to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. In this channel, we go deep into the psychology of human behavior, relationships, and the hidden truths that most people never learn. So make sure that you always hear so we can go deep together. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to share it with someone who needs to hear this. And also, don't forget to comment down below in the comment section. I read every single comment and I personally reply to as many as I can. And don't forget also to get the video super thanks if in case you can. That really helps support the channel so we can keep bringing you this kind of content. Let me diving in today's video. What are the psychological facts about a woman's body that will shock you? Let's do this. Number 1. We are talking about how women remember emotional experiences more vividly. This is one of the most important things every gentleman needs to understand. If a woman has any emotional experience from her past or her present, she'll always remember about that. And that is how a woman is wired. She will pretend and fake that she just forgot about it. She might say, "It's nothing. I don't even think about that anymore." But inside her, she has it. It is stored in her memory, filed away, waiting to be recalled. The moment when you mess up again, she will bring everything which she has in her head, which she has in her mind. She will not just bring up the current issue, she will bring up everything from the past that is connected to that feeling. And that is why many men find themselves confused, thinking, "Why is she bringing up something from 3 years ago? I thought we moved past that." But the reality is she didn't forget. She just didn't bring it up until now. The only thing which you need to understand is there will be no woman who will forget about any emotional experience which she either had in the past or she has right now. That is the fact every gentleman needs to know. Her brain is wired differently when it comes to emotional memory. Studies have shown that women's brains have stronger connections between the areas that process emotions and the areas that store memories. This means that emotional experiences are encoded more deeply and recalled more vividly. So when she brings up something from the past, she is not trying to punish you. She is not holding a grudge just for the sake of it. She is simply remembering something that had a strong emotional impact on her. And that memory is as real to her today as it was the day it happened. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And when she brings up past emotional experiences, your reaction matters more than the content of what she is saying. If you dismiss it, get defensive, or tell her she is overreacting, you are invalidating her experience. But if you listen, acknowledge her feelings, and show that you understand why she remembers it, you build trust and emotional safety. Another thing we are talking about is touching on the back or lower back, comfort or attraction. These are the psychological facts about the woman's body. A woman always feels very comfortable when a man touches her on her back, because this is always indicating comfort, support, that you are together with her, and also attraction, like you are attracted to her. And as you know, I'm a woman. And 90% of women, if you want to show how much you care, if you want to show how much a responsible man you are, how much you're supporting her by any means, when you do by helping yourself, holding a woman from her back, holding a woman from her lower back, it always makes a woman feel very comfortable and attracted. That is number 2. Every gentleman needs to know that. The back is one of the most sensitive and vulnerable areas of the body. When a woman allows you to touch her there, she is signaling trust. She is saying, "I feel safe with you." The lower back in particular is an area that is not casually touched by just anyone. It is intimate. It is personal. It is a place that only those closest to her are allowed to touch. When you place your hand on her lower back, you are communicating protection, presence, and leadership. You are telling her without words that you are there for her, that you are guiding her, that you are a man she can rely on. This is why women respond so positively to this simple gesture. It is not just about the physical touch. It is about what that touch represents. It represents safety. It represents care. It represents a man who is confident enough to lead and gentle enough to be trusted. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." And when you can touch a woman with confidence and respect, you are exercising that power. You are showing her that you are not hesitant, not unsure, not afraid of intimacy, and that confidence is deeply attractive. Number 3. We are talking about female orgasm being deeply psychological. Let me talk about this. I know everybody talks about the best orgasm, the best this, the best that. But let me tell you about this. This has always happened due to high psychological factors. If a woman has psychological negativity, she will get nothing. No matter how much you try to give her the best, you will never see it in your entire life. You know why? Because her psychological state is not settled. Her mindset is not right at all. She could be physically present but mentally absent. Even if she is not there when you do it, you need to understand if a woman is okay. Is she fine? If you already clears throat, know she is okay. She doesn't have any stress. She doesn't have any anxiety. She doesn't have any worry. She doesn't have any shame or guilt. Then from there, if this woman doesn't experience any type of psychological problem, maybe you will meet the best orgasm. That is the thing every gentleman needs to know. The mind is the most powerful sexual organ. This is true for both men and women, but it is especially true for women. A woman's ability to fully experience pleasure is directly connected to her mental and emotional state. If she is stressed, distracted, anxious, or carrying emotional baggage, her body will not respond the way it could. Her mind is somewhere else, even if her body is present, and no amount of physical technique can overcome a distracted mind. This is why emotional connection is so important. This is why safety and trust are so important. This is why you cannot rush intimacy with a woman. You have to create the conditions where she can relax, let go, and be fully present. When she feels safe, when she feels loved, when she feels that she is not being judged, her body can respond freely, and that is when the real magic happens. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And when it comes to intimacy, your ability to create a safe, pressure-free environment is more important than any technique. You have to be patient. You have to be present. You have to be attuned to her needs, and when you are, the results will be extraordinary. Number 4. We are talking about women's hormones influencing mood, attraction, and testing in a man. The way women's hormones change, because our hormones are always changing. They are not always settled. There are some women whose hormones are very balanced, but there are other women whose hormones are very imbalanced. Hormones becoming imbalanced has a reason. For those whose hormones are imbalanced, the reason can be weather change, food intake, medical condition, health issue, or natural way. This can lead to hormone change. Sometimes even age can lead to hormone change. The more a woman grows, the more her hormones sometimes can go back and forth, back and forth. They don't even understand the direction. When the hormone is balanced, it can really help a woman always to have a good mood. But sometimes when a hormone becomes worse, her mood sometimes becomes in the same way as her hormone is. That's why sometimes when a woman is on her period, you can see her experience being angry. She doesn't want to talk with you. She doesn't want to be closer with you. Just because her hormone is not okay on that moment. Either her hormone is so high, her hormone is moderate, or her hormone is so low. That's why she experiences that. And sometimes hormones make a woman becoming very testing toward a man. That's the thing which I want every gentleman to know. This is not a choice. This is not something she can control. This is biology. This is chemistry. And understanding this can change how you respond to her during these times. When her hormones are fluctuating, she may be more sensitive, more irritable, more emotional. She may test you more. She may push you away. She may say things she doesn't mean. But if you take it personally, if you get angry or defensive, you are missing the point. She is not trying to attack you. She is struggling with something inside herself, and what she needs from you is patience, understanding, and steady presence. This is where Stoic wisdom is invaluable. When you understand that her mood is not about you, you can respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. You can be the anchor in the storm. You can be the calm when everything else is chaotic. And that is what she truly needs. She needs a man who can handle her at her worst, who doesn't run when things get difficult, who stays steady when she is not. That is the kind of man she will respect. That is the kind of man she will trust. That is the kind of man she will love. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you cultivate thoughts of patience and understanding, your soul reflects that. And she will feel it. She will know that you are a safe place for her to be herself, even when she is not at her best. Another thing we are talking about is body image affecting confidence and sexuality. Yeah, there are some gentlemen who used to insult a woman. They insult a woman. Even a woman feeling so bad about it. But you need to know that a body image affects the confidence of a woman. You need to know that in satisfaction. She will never be satisfied if she feels that her body is not good enough. This is something that many men don't understand. They think that complimenting a woman's appearance is enough. They think that telling her she looks beautiful will erase all the insecurities she has about her body. But it doesn't work that way. The insecurities she carries are not just about what you think. They are about what she thinks about herself. They are about the messages she has received from society, from media, from past relationships. These messages have been repeated to her for years, sometimes decades, and they are hard to undo. So when you criticize her body, even as a joke, even casually, you are adding to that burden. You are confirming her fears. You are reinforcing the negative messages she has already heard 1,000 times, and that damage is not easily repaired. This is why it is so important for a man to be mindful of how he speaks to a woman about her body. She needs to know that she is more than her body. She needs to know that you love her for who she is, not just for how she looks. She needs to know that you accept her unconditionally, without reservation. And when you do that, when you create that space of acceptance, something beautiful happens. Her confidence grows, her self-esteem improves. Her sexuality becomes more free. She becomes more open, more connected, more present because she knows that she doesn't have to perform. She doesn't have to be perfect. She can just be herself. And that is the greatest gift you can give a woman. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "No great thing is created suddenly." This applies to building a woman's confidence as well. It does not happen overnight. It happens through the accumulation of small acts of acceptance, patience, and love. And as you do this, her confidence grows, and her confidence is the foundation of everything else. Another thing we are talking about is that women's bodies are more sensitive to touch. Very sensitive if she's really in love with you, if she is interested in you, if she likes you. If she's not interested in you, a woman's body is nothing. She can take you as a brother. She can take you as an uncle. She can take you as a father, and that's it. But you need to know that if a woman calls you brother and she's holding you, that's it. There is no love there. This is a critical distinction that many men miss. They confuse physical contact with attraction. They think that because she is comfortable with them, because she allows them to touch her, that there must be something more. But that is not always the case. A woman can be physically affectionate with a man she has no romantic interest in. She can hug him. She can hold his hand. She can touch his arm. But that doesn't mean she wants him. It means she trusts him. It means she feels safe with him. And those are important things, but they are not the same as romantic attraction. So, how do you tell the difference? You look at the context. You look at the pattern. You look at how she treats you compared to how she treats other men. If she treats you the same way she treats her brother, her uncle, her father, then you are in the friend zone. There is no romantic interest there. But if she treats you differently, if she is more attentive, more playful, more physically drawn to you, then there is something more. The key is to pay attention. Don't assume. Don't project your desires onto her. Let her actions tell you the truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. And when it comes to understanding a woman's interest, you have power over your interpretation. Do not let wishful thinking cloud your judgment. See reality clearly and act accordingly. Another thing we are talking about is that the size of a woman's chest does not determine her sexual desire. Some other gentlemen have that mentality. A woman who has this, she's like this. A woman who has that, she's like that. A woman who has a small one, she has this. A woman who has a big chest, she has this one. But let me correct you today. Let me correct you wrong today. It has nothing to do about woman's body. It has nothing to do about that. Every woman is different. You can meet the same woman who has a small chest and another one who has a small chest, but they will be very different. That is a natural thing. Due to science, we call it that. There is no proof about a woman's chest. The size of a woman's chest does not determine her sexual desire. There is no scientific proof about that. So, my gentlemen, this we call it the psychological facts about woman's body that will blow your mind. So guys, you really need to know about this if you want to know how to discuss a woman very well, and to understand your woman, and to correct yourself wrong, and to stop having that mentality. This type of woman who has this, she's like this. Who has that? She's like that. Make sure that you watch this video and make sure you join me in this channel. Because this channel we go very deep, and we discuss everything scientifically, and sometimes we discuss by psychological facts. This is a myth that has been perpetuated for far too long, and it is damaging to both men and women. It creates unrealistic expectations. It puts pressure on women to conform to a certain standard, and it distorts men's understanding of female sexuality. The truth is every woman is unique. Her desires, her preferences, her responses, they are all shaped by a complex combination of factors. Her personality, her experiences, her emotional state, her relationship with the man she is with. None of these things are determined by the size of her chest. So let's stop perpetuating this myth. Let's start seeing women as individuals, not as stereotypes. Let's start understanding that true intimacy is not about body parts. It is about connection. It is about trust. It is about two people who are fully present with each other. And that is what really matters. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And when you let go of these myths and misconceptions, your reaction to women becomes more authentic, more respectful, and more attractive. So to all the gentlemen out there, I want you to take these psychological facts and apply them. Understand that women remember emotional experiences vividly. Understand that touching her on the back communicates comfort and attraction. Understand that her orgasm is deeply psychological and requires emotional safety. Understand that her hormones influence her mood and her tests. Understand that her body image affects her confidence. Understand that she is more sensitive to touch when she is interested. And understand that the size of her chest does not determine her sexual desire. These are not just random facts. They are keys to deeper understanding. They are tools for building stronger, healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you fill your mind with understanding and respect, your soul reflects that, and she will feel it. She will know that you are different. She will know that you truly see her, not just as a body, but as a person. And that is what she is really looking for. So take these lessons to heart. Apply them in your relationships and watch as your connections deepen and your understanding grows. That is the power of knowledge. That is the power of psychology. And that is the power of being a man who truly understands. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like, comment, and share. Let's build a community of men who understand women, who respect women, and who build relationships based on truth, not myth. Because when you understand the psychology behind her behavior, you stop being confused. You stop being frustrated. You start being the man she can trust, the man she can respect, and the man she can love. And that is what it's all about. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay grounded, and never stop learning. Ciao.